Yo guys, what is up? This is me, TechPad1642, formerly known as TechPad42. But I decided to move my account over, and this is gonna be kind of a tech channel, really. I'm gonna do tech news and all that kind of stuff. So today, I have a review on the NOOK HD Plus 32 gigabytes. Before we start, I would like to tell you about the sale that's going on right now for these devices. We'll tell you the prices and which one you should get. So let's start with the simplest NOOK, which is the NOOK HD. Not the HD Plus, the regular HD 8 gigabyte for $129. That's a good price, guys. That is a good price. And we got our next 16 gigabyte NOOK for $149, which is still the NOOK HD, which is the 7-inch screen. So the 8 gig is $129 and the 16 gig is $149. Now this is where it kind of comes stupid. The NOOK HD Plus 16 gig is $149 and the NOOK HD Plus 32 gigabyte is $179. Now why I say that's just kind of stupid is because for the same exact price, same memory, you're gonna get bigger screen. So I think they should have lowered the price a little bit for the NOOK HD, just to make it not so stiff. But that's how they go. Just how Brun Snow decided to do it. Now, availability. It's getting scarce. Maybe today or tomorrow. Today and tomorrow would be like last few days to get in on this deal. Otherwise, you can have to order online if they have any online. It's a really good value, but I'm sure Barnes & Noble has it stocked like to the max. So obviously you could probably get it easily. But when I got mine, it was like one of the last ones, I guess, because they don't have it anymore at Best Buy. So just keep that in mind, that it may not be in stock. Okay, so apart from the super long introduction, let's get on into the review. And let's start with the outside part, the whole device itself. So it is a 9-inch screen, which is a little bit smaller than the iPad, which is a little bit nicer to hold reading a book. I think that's kind of a good thing to have. It has a little loop here. I do not know what this is for. I guess it's just part of the design, or there's actual real purpose for it. Let me know in the comments below. So we'll start with the bottom of the device, which we have our charging port, our LED indicator, and the slot for the SD card or micro SD card for self-loaded content, not apps, which is essentially good because like stuff like videos and stuff, especially HD videos, will take up a lot of space. So I mean, you could really just use this for apps, honestly. So let's go move on to the top of the device, which you have your volume controls right here, and then got your headphone, got your spot for your headphones, and on the side is your volume control, or your power button, which is a weird spot for it, because I'm used to it being on the top here and the volume being on the side. But I guess that's how Barnes & Noble decided to design it. And on this side you got nothing really spectacular, but you do have that nice little little like change of colors here, goes from black to gray. This is for the loop. So let's do the part that we all been waiting for, which is the actual operating system and whole app experience. So we're gonna press the power button, and as you can tell right off the bat, this is not a typical background like that would be on a iPad. This is live wallpapers, which we'll get more into that a little bit later in the video. But as you can see, there's separate little profiles here, so you can set your own profiles. I'm not too sure how you are able to, like, I don't know if you could change content and block content on certain profiles, which is good, but I don't know if that's really possible. Now let's go into the main part of this device. We'll really get into the fun part of it. So this is the boring part. And got your library, apps, web, email, and shop. Now, up until about a month and a half ago, the shop really sucked for apps, and I'm just looking at it now, and it sucks. I mean, the Barnes & Noble shop is just, it's garbage. So it definitely has been slated for being a bad app store, but they do have books on here, which this was kind of mainly a device for reading. But like I said, up until a month ago, it sucked, because about a month and a half ago, they added the Google Play Store, which now makes this device awesome. Makes it actually something a little bit more usable than more of a reading device. So this is the Google Play Store right here. I'm sure if you have an Android phone, an Android tablet, you probably know exactly what this looks like. This is a little bit shock to me, a little bit different to me, just because I'm used to the iTunes App Store. And then you got your photography apps, recommended apps, new movies. You got all that kind of stuff. So let's go on. Let's click the apps tab or touch tab, whatever. Let's go to the apps tab. That's what we're gonna call it. And we got top home, top paid, top free, top grossing, top new apps, paid, top new apps, free, trending. So you got a little bit more options for the on the Google Play Store. And you got your categories. Got games, books, business, comics, education, all your basic categories. So, say I wanted to go to some business applications. We got a couple different apps here. We got top paid again and the same kind of, same kind of gig. Same kind of thing that the main page has. So we got our paid apps, which are a little bit expensive. I have to say they are quite expensive. But I guess if you really need this for business, those prices are not that high. You got Jobs, you got Square here, you got pretty much all the apps that you would think or you'd think would be on the App Store. You got. So let's go on out here. Let's go back to the Google Play Store. And then we got our music, which you could find music, I guess, in their music store, games, books, movies, and magazines. So you got a little ad here for Google Play Music, which is unlimited music streaming. And if you notice right when I go to the home screen, have a couple of different options, which are different app launchers. So I have 3 different app launchers, ADW launcher and the Nova launcher. And I will go to the ADW app launcher, which you can see there's only a couple apps here. Once you go to this, you're going to get access to all of your apps that I have on this screen. Okay, that was a little slow. Okay, there you go. So, this is a nice feature. Instead of using that mess of a NOOK app screen, you could use these nicer ones, which was only available, I believe, through jailbreaking. I know the backgrounds were only available through jailbreaking or rooting, but now Barnes & Noble opened it up to change the backgrounds and to modify the app launchers. Now, one of the things that this offers that the iPad simply does not is the live backgrounds, obviously. A little bit customization here for your little apps. And forgot what I was gonna say. What does iPad not offer? Something. I don't know, guys. Oh, keyboards. That's right. This offers different keyboards for your device, which, like I said, Apple does not offer. So we don't have to be using the same boring keyboard. Now we're going to go into settings, which this thing is almost dead, because I've been using the crap out of it. Because why wouldn't you? It's a brand new device. Of course you can use the crap out of it. You got your basic wireless and Bluetooth, which this does have Bluetooth. So you can use a Bluetooth speaker or Bluetooth keyboard, which makes this device a whole lot better. General, your basic settings. I'm gonna go into a more full in-depth review, which this is like a 20-minute video almost. I'm gonna go into a more in-depth review a little bit later on, once I get to play around with this and kind of set up a better camera angle and all that good stuff. Device info is our last little settings page, and you know, it's your basic it's your basic settings. What I like about this is it shows you exactly on a little like graph, a little bar graph, how much space you have left and how much space is used, and obviously the ability to add the SD card slot for side-loaded content, which is essentially better, even though I can't put apps on it. You know, if you have videos or music or anything that you have on micro SD card, they can put on micro SD card. You can use that and use this just for apps and books. Because there's all these streaming services now and all these disc to digital services, which I'm not sure how to like use self-loaded content, but get a little memory card and try that out. And you got your little apps you've been using. So a little history here, which they have on the iPad, but no, an iPad is a bit nicer, I guess you could say. Now, just run into a book, and a book experience could be honestly better. Sorry about that, guys. Webcam does not want to cooperate with me. Come on. Okay, we're just gonna end this. Stay! Okay, so we're just gonna kind of end this. I'm gonna show you the book, which is pretty nice. I really don't like the reading experience. I don't know if there's a way to have a page turn on animation, but if there is, let me know in the comments below. So I know this review was kind of a little bit not the greatest review, but I've been kind of figure out a way how to set this up. And oh god, my hair's a mess too. Yeah. Okay, there you go. But it's a good device. It's a really good device. I think it's a little bit different alternative to your basic iPad. It's a lot cheaper, especially this week. And it's a good change if you want a little bit different experience than the typical iPad. I got it mainly because it's a good price and they added a Google Play Store. Plus they plus I'm a tech geek, so I have to kind of have all the devices. My next device will probably be a NOOK. It's just simple touch. Just to have like a little e-reader. This is a better e-reader. My personal opinion, this is a better e-reader. But when it comes to sunlight, obviously the NOOK simple touch is gonna be a little bit better. So until then, guys, peace out, and there will be a full like half-hour review coming up in the future. Better quality, better everything. So until then, peace.